The channel people, thank you for tuning in. Welcome back to Riley's World. We here again. We here again another time. You know what I mean? Here sitting top of the table. Y'all know the thing go. Big up everybody. We're gonna talk about some of the game. We never get a chance to do it yesterday. I don't know what went down. I tried to start this stream must be 5 times at least. And it just wouldn't happen. So you know what I do? Just left it alone and gone to bed. That's how the thing go. Just never happened, so we just never bother with it. You get me? Yeah, man, but we're here. We're there. We are do the damn thing, as always. And like always, anytime I come on live, me always a search for something. Charger. Something, guys. Something. Yes. How everybody doing? How y'all feeling? Feeling the vibes? Feeling the vibes, everybody? Yeah, so we're here to talk about the game, which we never get to talk about the game, pretty much like that. So we're there now to talk about it. Everton 0, Arsenal 1. Yes, that is the thing. So people tell we say we're gonna battle it and we're gonna fumble and we're gonna this and we're gonna that and the devils know what and all sort of foolishness. You know what I mean? They're wishing for us to fall. They're wishing for us to fall. You understand me, I say? Yeah. Manchester City briefly take over the top of the table. You know what I mean? Briefly. When I say briefly, I mean briefly. For a couple of hours. And the whole football nation I rejoice. And I can't understand some of them crying. Can't understand some of them crying because guess what? Arsenal was top of the table. 7 points at one point, you know, and they make what do you call it? Then they perform good. And all of them something there. And they lose the gap. And the gap was huge. That was a good gap. 7 points was a nice gap. If we did just continue the 7 points gap, they wouldn't worry about nothing. But guess what? We lose the gap. And then Manchester City, for a couple hours, take over the leadership at the table. And me I tell us, it was a frenzy. Everybody was rejoicing. Everybody and them granny was rejoicing. See it there? Arsenal battle it again. See it there? Arsenal this. See it there? Arsenal that. Hey man, don't you see it there? Arsenal gone back top of the table. And hold that. Because guess what? We keep on a wish for a fall, but we can always stay stronger. You know what I mean? A 3 consecutive years, we come second, you know. We must have learned something from that, bro. Y'all don't think we're learning something from that? Of course. We're learning a lot from that. You know what I mean? We're learning from that. 3 consecutive years second and everybody love come in the chat and talk about second again. Second again, yeah man, second again. I'm gonna stay right there. Arsenal gaining much needed experience and knowledge from what they are doing. You know, this team 3 years ago was young. They're mature now. You can see the experience where we have a bill in another team. You can see the hunger, you can see the crib. The other day when we win. Remember this, we won the other day against Wolves. And Declan Rice was mad, angry, never satisfying. I mean, a win is a win, but that the win there was kind of embarrassing. You understand? And guess what? The players never satisfied. Never satisfied. So guess what them do? Them all a little meeting. Them get them thing together. You know what I mean? And then come again. We have some players that come back from injury. You know? And it's gonna make the team stronger. It's gonna make the team better. You get me? These are some of the things where we look forward to as Arsenal fans. You get me? I come from? We look forward to Magalhaes coming back. I mean, he should be back soon. Word on the street. Yeah, my word on the street. Say my aunt to be back for the Aston Villa game. Yeah, good game to make it back to. Because guess what? We have a little score for settle over there, so. You understand? But we don't really come to talk about the past. We come to talk about what just done. The Everton game versus Arsenal. You understand? It was a game where we did look to make a statement because how things went down, and you know what I mean, what that one. It was a statement kind of game, which never happened like that. We never play bad. Don't get it wrong. We never play bad. We never particularly play good. We never particularly play good, but we never play bad. We never play for lose. That's how we can summarize again. Though. We never play for lose. And being that we never play for lose, we didn't lose. You know, and it was a well managed game. Very, very well managed game. You know, never really. It was scary. If you know, say, Arsenal have that game there 1-0 straight through. Because we all know that when you have a game 1-0, anything can happen. You know, an equalizer can come. So a one love game is never safe. And Arsenal have that game that 1-0 for the entire game. Chances after chances. Because we saw which part Trossard hit the bar. We saw which part Zubimendi hit the bar. We see Saka have a ball. We see pretty much almost half of the line. So, I don't like to when I get the chances for score. You know what I mean? The Trossard one was pretty much, I can't even, I hold my head like this. I'm like, how? You know, how? You sit down and you wonder, how did he miss that? You get me? Yes. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. And we still get the 3 points from a penalty. You know, penalty. I mean, like, the player probably forgets a football in my play. I mean, like, the real football. Probably feel like American football in my play and go up and catch a ball. You know what I mean? And him gifted us a penalty, you know what I mean? And we take it. We're not going to tell a lie, we take it. We take it with both hands. You in the building, big up you. And we have to win against Crystal Palace, Alfonso. Yeah, of course we do. Definitely do. You know what I mean? We're, as I said, that's one of the first cup where we should have look for win. So, you know what I mean? We're definitely looking forward to that. Quell Free said 1-0 up the Hammers. Palace should. Big up yourself, Quell Free, big up yourself. Aries says, so you're an Arsenal fan, 1,000,000,000,000% I should say. Yeah, man, Arsenal fan. One thing. One club to the thing, fam. One club to the thing. Arsenal to the world. That is it. Through good times and bad times and hard times and harder times, because we've been there. We've been there through them all. We're still here. You know what I mean? Still here, supporting the thing. You know what I mean? Big up everybody in the chat. Big up everybody in the chat. Are we in the quarterfinal of the Carabao Cup? We're going to play the quarterfinal game on Tuesday. Yeah. And if we win that, the quarterfinal is the game against Crystal Palace. The same one that you just mentioned. That is the quarterfinal. And if we win that, we're going to the semi. Yeah. H. Riley. Oh, that person on my name? You like Barcelona? Yeah, Barcelona is fine, man. But I only like one club. But Barcelona is fine. It's okay. They're okay. Yeah. So the games are coming thick and fast. You know what I mean? And it is happening. We have our next opponent is Crystal Palace as a quarter-final game to go to the semi-final. And the winner of that game will take on Chelsea. You know, that winner of that game will take on Chelsea. And after that game, who we have next? Let's see if this device is charged up so I can figure it out. You know, but we're making some stuff happen. Barca Thierry days were great. Aries say yeah against Crystal Palace, and I think Crystal Palace will go through. Hey, we'll see, man. We'll see. We're gonna be right here to see, you know. We're gonna be right here to see. We're not worried. We're gonna be right here to see. You know what I mean? Obviously, I don't support Arsenal, Aries. What team you support? Put it in the chat so we can know. I like to identify my people, and I like to identify my people by their team. You see, H Riley support Barcelona. That person been talking about Barcelona ever since they come in the chat. So you know the thing go. So you can see where their loyalty is. I like to see where everybody loyalty is, man. So put in the chat what team you support so we can know. Let's look at the game against Everton in the meantime. You know what I mean? As I said, it was a managed performance. I think we were just making sure that we didn't lose. So we kind of play ball control, because that's mostly what we did. We played ball control and then we attack. Make sure that we control the ball in the back of the air and then we attack. Those were mostly some of the things that was coming out from the game, from the guys. So yeah, as far as the players are concerned, we didn't have no real standout performance. You know what I mean? Except probably for David Raya. And Declan Rice, you know what I mean, we've seen better. You know what I mean? He played good though. You know what I mean? But Declan Rice is a beast and we all know that. Zubimendi played okay as well. Everybody else was just really ordinary. You know what I mean? Premier League, I support Man City. Okay, Man City. So that's why you're rooting for Arsenal to lose. It's fine, man. We're used to that by now. I'm here to talk to you about your extended ear warranty. You need to go sleep, man. Go find something to do, bro. So we're here. And the situation is this. The game was, as I said, well calculated. But at no given time I really had any idea or any issue to say, okay, guess what? Everton gonna score. You know what I mean? I never see that. I never see Everton scoring at all. You know? And it was comforting to see that the defensive stability was coming back even though Gabby was not there. You know what I mean? It was really comforting. You know what I mean? It was really comforting. I hear a lot of people talking about Saliba performance, and it was awesome, and it was this, and it was that, and I disagree. I think it's one of the, I wouldn't say worst, because Saliba don't perform worst or bad, really. You know what I mean? He's a Rolls Royce for a reason. I think it was one of his not better performance to me. You know what I mean? A lot of persons from the media, and every Saliba was excellent, and I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? He missed time of clearance. We almost gave away a penalty. He lost the ball a couple times in the defense by doing what he does best. And that's what people don't understand. Saliba keeps that ball. That's what he does best. He keeps that ball. You know what I mean? And in doing that, in that game, he lost it a couple times. You know, he lost it a couple times. So, I want to start doing a player rating on this show, but I don't want to do it normal like how everybody do it. Saliba 6 out of 10 and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I want to find a way to do it different. You get me? Did he play good or did he not play good? He played okay. He didn't play excellent. He didn't play bad. You know, he played okay. So we start from Saliba there. And I thought Nketiah played a bit better than Saliba, to be honest with you. I just thought Nketiah was more solid in back than a Saliba. As I said, Saliba is just coming out. Saliba has been carrying a knock to me all season. I don't think he's been free from that. Probably that's the reason why he's in and out of that treatment. Aris said, "No man, I'm a City supporter. Doesn't mean that I'm against Arsenal. I just predicted following trend and pattern, and I'm quite confident that Crystal Palace go through." What's the pattern? What's the pattern that you see that suggests that Crystal Palace will go through, though? Let me understand that. You know what I mean? Let me understand that, because you can't look at the past and say that because Arsenal comes second for the past consecutive seasons, they're not going to win the league. Or because Arsenal has been knocked out of the Carabao Cup early last 3-4 seasons, they're not going to win the league. You know what I mean? Not every season is the same, and not every team is the same. The team that Arsenal had last year is different from the team that they had this year. So it's not consistent in terms of the same team coming over and over and over and losing all the time. They've been building on this team. They've been building both in the coaching staff and the teams on the field. You understand me? So it's a situation where they have improved and there's a lot has changed. You know what I mean? I think they have a better winning mentality now. That's just my opinion. I think they have a winning mentality now, and I think they have what it takes to win. You know, Crystal Palace won the FA Cup. When have they ever done that before? You know, so what would you say that would suggest to you that, hey, this is what gonna happen? What concrete guarantee or evidence do you have to say that? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. I also want to take a look at Arteta's press conference, if I can still find it. If I can still find it. I'd like to see what the coach has to say about the game. It was a situation as well where we can look at the penalty that was taken. It was given to Gyökeres by the skipper. It was a well taken penalty. That penalty was a gunshot, man. That was crazy. That was crazy. SK 61020 said City will win the league. Arsenal will finish second because good at finishing second. Still gone in the past, man. He's still talking about the past. Why y'all want to stay in the past with us? Why y'all don't talk about Dean now? I understand that City closed the gap. City closed the gap, and City is playing fantastic. I'm not even gonna go around that. That's besides the point. Right? But Arsenal is doing well. Worst ever Premier League player. I don't know. That beats me. Who would you say? There's a lot of Premier League players that just didn't make no sense at all. For whatever reason, they didn't make any sense. So, we can't go around the whole business. Matty finally joined the conversation. Matty, how you doing, bro? Well, go on, I'm busy, but I'm here. Madness this weekend. Crazy, though. Yeah, madness this weekend, man. Arteta on the result. You know what I mean? Let's go through this press conference quickly, guys. On the result, very happy with the result. With big part of the performance against team that very difficult to beat. Really well organized. They can really stretch you in the way that they play. The game can become chaotic. We didn't allow that to happen except for one sequence of two corners and one throw in after we kicked the ball out of play. In the second half, we had three massive chances to score a second goal or the third one. We didn't do it. You can suffer at the end. We didn't because we haven't conceded anything. But overall, the margin maybe could have been bigger. You know what I mean? That's what the skipper said. That's what the coach said, and that's a fact. You know, that's a fact. Those three misses was massive. They were huge. You know what I mean? One from Saka, one from Trossard, and one from Zubimendi. You know what I mean? I don't know if y'all remember those three misses. You know what I mean? Especially the one from Trossard. That was huge. You know what I mean? That was huge. The keeper already laid on. If he just put that ball over the keeper, whether it be direct over the keeper or whatever, that's in the back of the net. That's in the back of the net. You know what I mean? Vasco da Gama. We don't speak Spanish. So that was the situation. Continue with what the coach has to say. He said on Victor Gyökeres' goal, he said very happy for him. They took ownership on the pitch between Martin Bakaya and him to decide who was the taker. And they made a great decision because Victor put the ball in the back of the net. You know, to be honest with you, I think they need to just finalize this whole situation of who should take the penalty. You know what I mean? Just give it to Victor. You get what I'm saying? Just give it to Victor. Let him just keep on doing penalties and boost his confidence because we need a firing Victor, man. We need a Victor Gyökeres to be firing on all cylinder, guys. And that's a fact. If we're going to make sure that we keep this run going, we need our striker to be scoring. So whatever we need to do to boost our confidence, to find that Victor Gyökeres that was in Sporting, that's what we need to do. Because that's the Victor Gyökeres that we buy. And that's the Victor Gyökeres that we need. Everybody know that Victor Gyökeres is a fantastic striker. We just need him to start showing it. And shut up all the doubters, including myself. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna hide. I'm not gonna hide. You know what I mean? I have a lot of worrying concerns and I've voiced it a lot, you know. But even though I've voiced it, I've still stuck to my gun and I've still stuck to the support of Victor Gyökeres because he is an Arsenal player. And I will support him no matter what. Every time I do a starting 11 prediction, is in my striking position. Because guess what? And let's talk about him a bit. Because we can safely say now, today, against the Everton game, I see what persons are always talking about. Persons always saying that he's not getting the ball. And he makes the runs. And yes, he do makes the runs a lot of the time, and he doesn't get the ball a lot of the time, and that's for real. I see a specific run where he did get the ball, and we can see that his sharpness need to improve because the Premier League is a lot faster, you know. And I think he took a second touch when he wasn't supposed to. I'm talking about that ball that William Saliba gave to him, where he asked for it and he got it, right? And his first touch to me was good, but it took a second. It took a delayed in making a shot, and that allows the defender to come back to make that block. So I just think he needs to figure out or need to understand the pace of what's going on here in this league, and he will be fine. I think they're searching for him a bit more. I think this is one game that he has gotten a lot more of the ball. He was more involved. This is probably the most I've seen him involved in a game since playing for the club. He was involved a lot. And that can only spell good things. You know what I mean? So good stuff are coming. good stuff are coming. I want him to start against Crystal Palace as well. You know, as I said, I need him. I don't want him to burn out, man. I really don't want him to burn out, but I need him to find that farm. You see that farm there, that formula there? Need him to find it. You understand me? I can't explain the pattern, but I'm telling you, Arsenal will play Champions League final. Either they target champions or Champions League. I see them winning trophy this season. You must be a prophet. But don't worry, Crystal Palace not beating us, man. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you come back right here after or during the game and we talk about it. Okay, my friend? Yeah, man, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Stick around. Let's continue with the press conference. Can you just remind us all, when did Arsenal win the league? What year? It was what, 2002? It's been a while. Ain't nobody gonna... It's been a while. That's what you want to do? It's been a while, man. No worries. It's been a while. Appreciate the subscription, man. Appreciate the subscription. Just stick around with us, man. We will be here. You know, we will be here. 2004. Okay, Red Skull put that in the chat for us. 2004. It's 21 years. It's 21 years. So it's 2004. No worries. We're winning it this season, so we can just scrap that after this season. All right? No problem. On Declan Rice's performance, he said, unbelievable. His all-round play, his leadership on the pitch, the amount of ball that he regained as well that allow us to run. He has been incredibly consistent this year again, and what a massive player for us he is. Let us stop right there for a second, guys. Let's talk about Declan Rice. Where are you from? I am a Jamaican, man. You hear the accent? Yeah, man, the accent raw. Yeah. Let's talk about Declan Rice, guys. David Moyes never ever failed to let us know or to echo the sentence or the statement that, guess what? Y'all got him for half price. You know what I mean? And when you see Declan Rice play, you probably look at it and say 100 mil at half price, but guess what? You're probably right. You know what I'm saying? You're saying to yourself, say, yo, David Moyes may have a point. No, you're probably right. Because Declan Rice is, bro, I don't care what nobody wants to say. In my book, Declan Rice is world class. World class. You know what I'm saying? He is phenomenal, fantastic. I need to find some more F for you to use to big him up. You get me? Declan Rice is an amazing player. He's the dream for any coach. And with that being said, Declan Rice is the one, to me, that's been leading this Arsenal team. And I think Declan Rice deserves to be the captain of Arsenal. I think he is the future of Arsenal. Red Skull is phenomenal. Those are just some of the words we can find to describe Declan Rice. I think Declan Rice, you know what I mean, and it's rough to look at the whole situation and say, yo, we probably gonna take the captaincy from Martin Odegaard, but yo, at the end of the day, it's not about an individual player. It's about the team. The team comes first before every individual player. And I think the correct decision, or the correct way forward, the right way forward, is Declan Rice as Arsenal captain. Let me know in the comment if you guys agree with me or if you disagree with me. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that I'm right. I'm not saying that I'm wrong. It's just my opinion. You know, Declan Rice is a proven leader. He's the one that been leading this team on and off the field. The things that he's doing on the field, I do not see Martin Odegaard doing them. Red Skull said him disagree. Red Skull, let me know why. You know what I mean? Don't just drop that palm like that. Disagree. Let me know why, man. Let me know why, see if I can agree with you. Aries said, I love Jamaica, land of legend. Chris Gale, Usain Bolt. Dre Rush and the King, Mr. Bob Marley. You know about cricket, so you must come from one of them Africa country there. Or one of India or one of them country. Marty said, whilst Odegaard is here, he won't ever get captain. Arteta love the man. Well, I understand that. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is this. He should be the captain. I understand that Odegaard ain't going to strip. I understand that Arteta ain't going to strip Odegaard. You know what I mean? That's a fact. Rice was captain for West Ham at 21. He has the experience. You know, he has the, and Rice is the future of England captaincy as well. You know what I mean? We can all see that incoming. After this World Cup, I think Kane will be done. And I think Rice is the way forward. So we need to capitalize on just making this player great. I'm from Bangladesh. Okay, I know it was some cricket country. I know it was. So Red Skull answer. Red Skull said for Rice, sure, because he's the most consistent captain. Is not about on the field, but off the field too. So why did you disagree with me then, Red Skull? You pretty much saying the same thing that I'm saying. Why did you disagree with me? I think Rice should be the captain. He's been the leader on and off the field. You know, I did say that. But you say you disagree. So I was just trying to understand why you disagree with me. You know what I mean? Because I'm sure everybody can see that Rice is leading this team. You know what I mean? Without the armband. Because Rice is not even... Rice is not even the second captain. Saka is. You know what I'm saying? Saka is. Gabriel is also a prime candidate. Gabriel is also a prime candidate. You know what I mean? I think the captaincy should probably be between Gabriel and Rice. And the reason why I say that is because you need strong leaders, man. You need strong leaders that perform on and off the field, like Rice and Gabriel does. You know what I mean? Sometimes the only time you remember that Gabriel is not playing and is injured is because he's not actually in the starting level. But Gabriel is always at the games. Gabriel is injured and is still always at the games. Which other players you see do that? He's always at the games, carrying on and supporting the team. That's a leader. You know what I mean? That's a leader. And he's been injured, and you can see how it affects us. You know what I mean? And oh Lord, I wouldn't want to even imagine Declan Rice being injured, bro. You know what I mean? I don't even want that in my imagination, man. You get me? Don't even want that in my imagination. So, yeah. Let's see what else coming on. And if Arsenal were lucky not to concede a penalty, Arteta said, I know they checked it. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen the image. I haven't seen even our penalty as well. So I don't know. They made a decision. We are all involved in a lot of situations in the box. So I don't want to really comment too much on that. You know, typical management. They're not going to tell you that, yes, it was a penalty against their team. You know what I mean? Let me know in the comment, guys. Let me know in the comment. What do you guys think about that penalty decision? You know what I mean? I'm going to go first, because y'all know. I've seen them given. If it was given as a penalty, I would not have been upset. Because honestly, I've seen something directly like that given. So if that one was given, then that would have been consistency to me. I've seen it given. You know, I'm happy it wasn't given against us, but I've seen it given. As far as everything else is concerned, earlier on, Victor Gyökeres was shoved in the back when he was about to head a ball inside the goal, and that wasn't given. You know what I mean? So the inconsistencies right across the board. It's all around. You know what I mean? It's all around. So, yeah. Big up O'Neal or whatever his name was for playing volleyball in the box. I think he was playing football, man. I think he was playing football, but it was American football. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it was American football. I think he got them mixed up. He probably just came from vacation in the States. You're an Arsenal fan? Yes, I am. Yeah, man, Arsenal fan to the core. But let me know, guys. Tell me what you guys think about the penalty um, that was not given. The penalty shout that was not given. Let me know what you guys think. Bro, why I think I wasn't given is because before everything, Saliba did have the ball under control. So you think that's why it wasn't given red skull, but do you think that it could have been a penalty? I'm not saying if you think it's a penalty, do you think that it could have been a penalty though? And if it was given as a penalty, would you be upset? You know? Lukulu said Aston Villa is much better. Well, they have beaten us in the game that we play against them. So they were better for that game. Okay, that's all right. We play again. We play again. No worries. We play again. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, Lukalo, so you can be back here to apologize for that statement. All right? Yeah, and you're going to need an apology for that statement. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can be here to apologize for that statement. Because we have a bone to pick against y'all. You know what I mean? Trust me. I don't think the Liverpool win hurt so much like that Aston Villa win. Like the win that Aston Villa had against us. You know what I mean? I wasn't that bugged by the Liverpool, but that Aston Villa win, that hurt, man. That hurt deep. Hurt deep. Yeah, I will be here when Aston Villa win. All right, no problem. Appreciate you being here, man. Thank you. Yeah, if they were both looking at ball, so it's 50-50. Yeah, of course. Hey, if it was given, it could have been given. Just as though it wasn't given. You know what I mean? But I'm happy it wasn't given. You know what I mean? I'm an Arsenal fan. Y'all know I'm happy it wasn't given. But I'm just here trying to look at the game as a neutral point. Just to make sure that we can show everybody that we're fair with football as Arsenal fans. You know what I mean? You look chill. Yeah, man, that's what it's all about, man. We just here reasoning sports. You know what I mean? We are reasoning sports, man. That's what we do when we're reasoning sports. I'm always chill, though. You know what I mean? I'm always chill. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for joining the stream. You know what I mean? Subscribe to the channel while you're here, man. So you can stick around with us. Who's your favorite player? I really don't have a favorite player now. I used to have a favorite player. My favorite player don't play football anymore. You know, I have two favorite players from the same country. I mean, my two favorite players are Kaká and Ronaldinho. I mean, I'm a Brazil fan, but Kaká and Ronaldinho, two special players, man. Those are my two favorite players. They don't play football anymore. Matty says very chill. Yeah, man, appreciate it, Matty. I would be mad because we would have dropped points. That's what I'm saying, Red Skull. I understand that. You know what I mean? That fact I don't understand. You know what I mean? We couldn't afford to drop point, man. Couldn't afford to drop point. That's the reason why I'm looking at situation now and I'm like, yo, guess what? When these other teams are finding ways to win and they're winning however they're winning, nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? Nobody cares. But guess what? When Arsenal win or they win, we're this and we're that and we're battlers and all sort of bull crap. You get me? I don't care how we win anymore, bro. As long as we win. Just like, look at Haaland. Haaland in a game for 90 minutes and touched the ball 5 times and scored 2 goals. You know what I'm saying? Nobody cares how he scores. Nobody cares. Nobody remembers that he only touched the ball 5 times. They only remember the 2 goals. You know what I mean? And that's what we want from our players and our strikers. Bro, I just want to win the league. I'm not asking to win the league flashy. I don't care how we win it. I wouldn't mind if we go to the final day and Yakare's here. The same hair that he likes to flip so much, the tip of his ear curve the ball in the back of the net. And celebrate that like it's, I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? That is it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, don't care. Favorite player now or all time? Xavier. Red Skull says his favorite player is Neymar. Arsenal is lucky that have William Saliba and to have William Saliba and Declan Rice. Yeah, I think so. You know what I mean? Very, very lucky. We're not lucky, we're blessed. You know what I mean? Blessed to have them, man. Blessed. You didn't read what I said about possible penalty. Let me check that again. Okay. So Matty said it could have been given, but it's about advantage. We got the ball from the foul, so advantage was played. If the ball went to an Everton player, it would have been a penalty. So pretty much you're saying that he lost the ball. So that's the reason why. Okay, I got you, Matty. I got you. Turbo in the building. Turbo said Palace on Tuesday. What's your prediction? Turbo, it's a win for me, you know. It's a win for me. All I know is Eze ain't going to do Palace dirt again. You sure about that? I ain't sure about that now. You know what I mean? I think they saved Eze specifically for Palace. You realize that he didn't even come on? I think they saved Eze specifically for Palace. You know what I mean? Do the double. You think he can do the double on them for us? Hey, guess what? We need him, man. He gonna make it happen or something. You understand me? So let's see. Let's see. Angie in the building. Angie said, how is it going? I miss you. Big up yourself, Angie, man. Big up yourself. Thank you for joining the stream, man. I was on a couple of... I tried to come on last night, you know, but every single time I start the stream, there was no sound. I mean, like, I'm not even lying. At least 5 times. At least 5 times I start the stream and it was no sound at all. You know? So, yeah, I had to just give up on it. Honestly, this English media knows fan base. Arsenal have so... let me read that again. Honestly, this English media knows fan base Arsenal have. So click and media views always make headlines. Yeah. The thing about our fan base is it's just because we have been struggling for a while now to win a major trophy. You know what I mean? So we're just kind of a little bit, you know what I mean, edgy at times. So as soon as we get that monkey off our back, man, we're going to be good, man. We're going to be good. I wonder if Arsenal are doing good. Yeah, man, we're doing fine. We're back at it. We're top of the table again. Sitting top of the table for Christmas. You know what I mean? Christmas present come early. You know what I mean? So guess what? Every Arsenal fan can enjoy Christmas now. Every Arsenal fan can enjoy Christmas now because guess what? Arsenal players make sure that put you back at top of the table and say, yo, don't worry about nothing. Enjoy the Christmas holiday. You know what I mean? We appreciate that. We appreciate that, man. Trust me. Yeah, the foul didn't result in possession for Everton. Okay. I see your point, Matty. I understand your point. Palace will give the fans a Merry Christmas with a win after the terrible performance at Leeds. Oh, yeah? Not gonna happen, man. Where's that game playing? I didn't even check to see where that game playing. That game is playing where? Matty Red Skull, where's that Crystal Palace game playing again? It's playing at the Emirates, right? Okay, it's playing at the Emirates. Okay, so. Alright, cool. The Emirates is no play place, bro. It ain't no play pen. Which will be a blessing in disguise, really. Less hard fixture. Nah, man, I don't want no blessing in disguise, bro. I want us to get that trophy. You know what I mean? I want us to get that trophy, bro. Arsenal fans are the most loyal, and that's a fact. I think everybody knows that. That's the reason why they behave what they behave. Because they know that we aren't wagonists. You know what I mean? They know that we aren't wagonists. We can sit down cheering for our team that been 21 years without a major trophy, and people call us not loyal. That's not possible, man. That is not possible. And everybody know that. You know? But, yeah. All right, let's go back into the Arteta press conference. On Martin Odegaard giving Victor Gyökeres a penalty, and it shows selflessness. Odegaard was never going to take that penalty. It was between Gyökeres and Saka. You know what I mean? But they asked our penalty questions already. Great decision, yes, I agree with that. And as well, the confidence of the players, because obviously he practiced every day and he is unbelievable at it. And he put the ball in the back of the net. So I love when players take ownership and decide by themselves what is the best decision. That's something really positive. On Odegaard performance, yes, he was much more vertical as well. We found some space. We found him to have more vertical attack as well. The moment they start to get more aggressive in their press, and in those moments, we should have decided the game a bit early. Guys, what's your thought on Odegaard performance? Let me know what's your thought on Odegaard performance. Red Skull said, don't care if Arsenal rotate or lose. I won't be mad. Just need good performance. Victor is Arsenal penalty taker this season. Yeah, I think he's going to fall on Victor now because I think they realize that he needs these goals to keep his confidence up. You know, so I think Victor is going to be the one to take the penalties going forward. Yeah, I think there's been a lot of difference as I see, you know what I mean? As I said, Saka going down the wing more and crossing more ball, you know, and the last game against Everton, you can see where Victor Gyökeres was being played in more, you know, so let's see. Hopefully this continues, man. You know what I mean? Hopefully it continues and we get Victor Gyökeres going. You know what I mean? We just need to get him going, man. We need him to be firing, man. You get me? We need him to be firing. If Victor Gyökeres get firing, bro, this season is done. You know what I mean? Done and dusted. We can't have us coming back and Gabriel Jesus here. Bro, if we just get this Victor Gyökeres firing, man, it's gonna be awesome. Back to the press conference. Let me see what Turbo have to say first. City are not going to ease off the gas. Alan will carry the team all the way. Arsenal will battle it. Hey, as I said, we're all season to figure that out. You know, so let's see. You know what I mean? Arsenal in battling it this season, bro. You know what I mean? This season we're going for the trophy. It's not the same as the last seasons that passed. It's a different Arsenal team. It's a more, what do you call it? This Arsenal team have more fight. You know what I mean? We have more fight. We have a greater determination to succeed this time around. You know what I mean? We have felt the bitterness of failure 3 consecutive times. 2 times last season. Twice last season. We felt the bitterness of failure last season when we came second to Liverpool And when we were knocked out of the semi-final by PSG, we felt that we did. So it's not going to be the same. It's not business as usual. Just go out there and perform. No. It's go out there and win. It's a different kind of business. It's a different kind of mentality. It's a different frame of mind. It's a different Arsenal. Believe the man. Believe, man. Believe, man. Trust me, no, man. Believe the damn thing, man. If City lose a game, you soon hear a different story. It's always like that, man. Story changes every time somebody lose. You know what I mean? Always a different story, no matter what. But hey, we stop listening to people and their story. Guess what we're doing? We're writing our own story now. You know what I mean? We're not listening to what people want our story to be. That's the reason why we sit here confident, even though City took the lead for a couple of hours or whatever. We still was confident that guess what? We're going to Everton to win because we are writing our own script. We're not allowing persons to write anything for us anymore. The media, we're not allowing them to dictate anything for us anymore. Supercomputer, we're not allowing that to dictate anything for us. Oh, Arsenal favorites to win. Oh, you're going to let a computer tell you that? You know what I mean? All these mind games that these people playing with us. You know what I mean? No, we're doing the thing ourselves now. We're going to take this by the scruff and we're going to win it. No matter what. You understand me? Yeah. Definitely the best I've seen. Definitely the best Arsenal I've seen in years. But that will only motivate Pep City. That is fine. I don't think Pep is the only person that is motivated, you know. And that's the thing. I think Arteta is motivated to beat Pep as well. Remember this. I think Pep wants to retire from English football. I think he wants to leave Manchester City. But he wants to leave Manchester City as champion. That's one. Right? And I think Arteta need to beat Pep. Beat Pep to the championship before he resign. You get what I'm saying? So there's a lot to this. You know what I mean? It ain't just about him. It's about these are the managers that want to prove against the best. That's what it's all about as well. Pep is the proven best. And these managers want to prove against him that they can do it. Arteta already let Pep put 11 man behind the ball already, you know, to defend a 1-goal lead. Last season, Arteta beat Pep, 5-2. You know what I mean? So, you can see things are coming, bro. Things are coming. Arteta is getting good. He's getting there. Not because Pep is a teacher and Pep is the one that trained him. Don't think that he don't want to make sure people understand. Arteta is going to be the best, you know. He was just awarded as the 4th best coach for last season. The 4th best coach. That's an achievement. Pep wasn't even in the top 4. You understand me? Arteta is just a 6-year-old coach. 6-year-old. He's 6 years. He spent at Arsenal. You know what I mean? And already his name has been calling up amongst the best. He was voted by some of the best in the business. Messi voted for Arteta. And Messi never played under Arteta. You get what I'm saying? So you gotta understand what I'm trying to say. You get me? People are seeing what's going on. People are respecting the man. People are acknowledging his work.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? People are acknowledging his work. So, yeah. Your trophy are rusty, mate, said Jordan. Yeah, facts. Facts, Jordan. They're rusty. We're going to shine them up because we're going to put some more in the cabinet. Remember last season, Arsenal did lose Saka, Gabriel before our FA Cup and Carabao Cup semi-final. Yeah, that's the thing about all of that in the Red Skull. Ain't nobody really going to want to use that, you know what I mean? Because they just say we're going to find excuses. You know what I mean? That's all they're going to say. We're going to find excuses. So we're going to try not to find any excuses. You know what I mean? It is what it is. We lost, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? Yeah. Um, get you say give me moderator. Get you what TV support? What's going on? Red Skull said people forget. Yeah, people tend to forget easy. Why would you support Gunner? Why would I support Gunner? Hey, Gunner play the kind of football that I like. Gunner have the culture that I like. You know what I mean? That's what it's about. You know what I mean? You find a team that you like and you support them. You know what I mean? What's your team again, Jordan? Corinthians champions. Okay. I'm trying not to hate on Arsenal, but being from South London, the majority is Arsenal fans, and I got a feeling you lots will never stop reminding the rest of the league. Hey, it is what it is. Whether you want to believe it or not, whether you want to like it or not, Arsenal gonna be champions. You know what I mean? You gotta just deal with it. You know what I mean? Arsenal are going to be champions. Are you a betting man? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Can I tell you something then leave? I don't know. Go ahead, man. Let me continue with this press conference. On being top of the Premier League at Christmas, what gives me belief and confidence is the level of performance and the consistency of that. That's very, very difficult to do in this league. And that means that the team is constantly there, enjoying the process of winning. And you're going to have to go to difficult places. You're going to have to, where am I? You're going to have to, difficult moments. We have dealt with a lot of things already, and we are there. And what we're going to do is work for the next game. Try to improve and make sure that everybody is with that spirit and energy and enjoy that. You know what I mean? Well, didn't really answer the question. Typically do what you do. You know? How do you feel about being top for Christmas? We've been top for Christmas last season as well, right? We're used to the feelings. You know what I mean? At least say that. We're used to the feeling of being top for Christmas. What we want to get used to is the feeling of winning the league. You know what I mean? How does that sound? Yeah. Can I tell you something? Okay. He's lying. He always puts £100 on Arsenal to win. Nah. Barcelona is the king. Hey, your opinion is your opinion, man. Your opinion is your opinion. I appreciate your opinion. Of course, why not? You know what I mean? Stick around. Subscribe to the channel and stick around. So at the end of the Champions League, I can prove to you that they're not. Or you can prove to me that they are. You know what I mean? So subscribe to the channel and stick around, man. Alright? We talk football all the time. Every football. Every club, any club. You know what I mean? Yeah. Even though we're an Arsenal football channel. No worries. No worries. Barcelona are on top. Top of what? La Liga? La Liga only have 3 or 4 good teams though. 3 or 4 okay teams. I wouldn't say good. Okay teams. You know what I mean? Yeah. Probably 2 good teams and the rest of them 3 okay teams. To me, it would be good achievement if we take final every year. If we make final every year. Yeah, we don't want to just make it though. We want to win that shit. You know what I mean? We want to win that. We don't want to just make final. You get me? Yeah. Good achievement for we make it every year still, but we want to win it too. Be grateful that Liverpool beat your rival. Who, Tottenham? Really? Tottenham is not a problem to us, man. Tottenham is not a problem to us. We don't want Liverpool beat Tottenham. We want Liverpool beat Manchester City. They're the problems. We want Liverpool beat Aston Villa. They're the problems. Tottenham is fine. You know what I mean? Tottenham is fine. Tottenham just being a sleepy neighbor. That's why people don't watch La Liga. La Liga just have 4 good teams, man. That's it. We collect. Yeah, but all right. On tempo of the game, I don't know if you need to read that. On the difference in approach from the win on Wolves. Man, I'm sick and tired of hearing this Wolves thing now. And that one is too long to read. Way too much. Way too much. Well, that's pretty much the end of that press conference. Turbo said 100 on Arsenal to win the league is 161 return with Betfair. I don't even know much about this betting thing that y'all talking about. I'm going to be honest with you. As I said, I'm not a betting person. I've never entertained it. You know what I mean? I've never really entertained it. Red Skull, you bet? Matty, you bet? I'm not a betting person. I've never ever entertained it. Let me look at the table right now. So I'm going to look at some of Arsenal fixtures. So Arsenal next game is Crystal Palace in the quarterfinal of the Carabao Cup, right? Then we have Brighton on Saturday at home. So we have 3 home games pretty much. We have Crystal Palace. We ain't leaving home for a while. That's good. We have Crystal Palace, we have Brighton, and we have Aston Villa. 3 home game. 3 home game. Then we have Bournemouth away. Liverpool at home. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'll do a watch along for that one, guys. Definitely do a watch along for that one. Yeah. That's on January 8th. We have Portsmouth on January 11th. That's like a couple days before my birthday. Matty said, nah. Never bet in my life. Red Skull said, nah. You see, we're not betting person. You know what I mean? You talk to me about this return and all of that. I don't even know what you're talking about, man. I'm being honest. I just never bet. You know what I mean? It's not something that I'm going to entertain. Not something that I will entertain. It's just not me. You know what I mean? But big up yourself, man. If that's if that's fun for you, then, you know what I mean? Yeah. Well, you can make bread, though. I know you can make bread. You know what I mean? For sure. I know that. The money is there. I bet, but only for fun. Just a £1 accumulated on 17 games. I got you, man. I got you. Yeah. Yeah. Need back my payback. Yeah, man. Definitely need back my payback, man. That Liverpool game, I'm looking forward to that. The Aston Villa game, I'm looking forward to that. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, guys, that Aston Villa game, I'm watching along that too. Yeah, man. I'm watching along that game too. Watch along that game too. Yeah, I need that revenge. I say you can lose a lot too. Definitely. Definitely. So yeah, little £1 bet is harmless. Joshua said hi. Big up Joshua. Thank you for joining the stream, man. Just Gabriel is back for Villa, Chelsea and Liverpool. Hope. I think he's coming back, and I think they said that was a target, the Villa game. So if the Villa game was a target, then you can know that he's probably doing some work already. You know what I mean? He's doing some work already. Can I get shout out? I just shout out Joshua, of course. Shout out Joshua. Big up Joshua. Joshua at Obayas. Big up yourself. But the games are coming thick and fast. You know what I mean? December 23rd. Then we have 27th, the Brighton. Then we have the 30th. That's 3 days after the Brighton game. We're going to play Aston Villa. You know what I mean? Damn. And then 3 days later again, we're going to play Bournemouth. And then we get a 5-day break before Liverpool. And then 3 days later, we play Portsmouth in the FA Cup. And then we get a 6-day break to Nottingham Forest. And 3 days later, we play Inter. Shit. And 5 days later, we play Man U. We have a lot of watch along to do, guys. A lot of watch along we're going to be doing. How are you doing today? Doing well, man. Doing well, Joshua. You know what I mean? Doing well. Right here. I've been on team away on 16 accumulation from 120k. The Gunners will throw it away again. Imagine we get back Gabriel. It's going to be fun, man. It's going to be fantastic. And guess what? Havertz should be in the midst of something. That January 8th game, Havertz probably going in the mix for that. You know, Havertz probably going to be in the midst for that. So, definitely looking forward to that. You know, just having the reinforcement coming back, man. You know what I mean? Just having the need that we can interchange players. We can use different system if something is not working. Those are fun. Those are what I'm looking forward to. Those are what I'm looking forward to. Let me see if I can type up the Arsenal starting 11. Okay. So guys, you know what I've never done before? I've never actually do a player rating on this channel. I've never actually done one. You know? Help me rate this player. Help me rate the players against the Everton game. And so we can all analyze how they did together. Those games at the Emirates go on general sale, no membership or season ticket? I don't think so. I don't think they have. I don't think they have that. I think persons are so. You have backup people that is way back up trying to get season ticket, trying to get tickets. You know what I mean? Just open and praying for somebody to give up their membership or give up. You know what I mean? So that they can get in. You know what I mean? So I don't think so, man. To be honest with you. Yeah. And said flops. Ant, what team you support again? I remember you was in the channel the other day. Remind me what team you support again. And I know we're probably gonna laugh when you say whatever team you support. So you're a City fan probably, right? Red Skull said, I think the Manu game he will be back. Red Skull, I ain't gonna lie. I just want to see him back, man. I just want to see all of them back. You know what I mean? I just want to see. I need us to go on a run for the season. I need us to do something special. You know what I'm saying? I need us to do something special, man. I need us to do something special. It's crazy that we've been doing so well. It's crazy that we've been doing so well with the little that we have. You know, we have had a lot of injuries, and as soon as one player come back, another one goes on the deck. So it's been a roller coaster. Definitely roller coaster, and we deserve to win something this time around. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, let's get into the player ratings. So David Raya. David Raya is a sample man, you know. I can tell you this much. David Raya distribution was fantastic. Second to none in the game. I don't think David Raya missed a player one time. I don't think. He comes for it. He owns his 6-yard box. You know what I mean? He came for his ball. Very nice, very decent. You know what I mean? I don't know if y'all remember this one time. He chopped a guy down in the damn in his box. You know what I mean? He got the ball and the guy run on and it. Shoo. You get me, I say? Yeah, so I will give. I'm not sure if I'm giving anybody a 9, man. But I give David Raya 8. You know what I mean? I give David Raya 8. I give Timber and Califlori. I give Timber and Califlori a 7. Steady performance. Steady performance from the two. You know, I give Timber Califlori a 7. You know what, Red Skull? I'm going to give David Raya a 9. And I'm going to give Timber and Califlori 8. Right? Because I want to give Saliba a 7. You know, I don't think it was one of Saliba's best performance. You know what I mean? I don't think it was one of Saliba's best performance. I guess I give Nkapia a 7.5. I think Nkapia played a bit better than Saliba. Saliba was doing his thing, but he was losing the ball. He lose the ball a couple times, you know, and that's not typically him. That's not him. So, yeah. I give Zubimendi a 7 as well. I give Zubimendi a 7. He played very well. He played well. I give Rice a 8. You know what I mean? Beast mode. I give Rice a 8. I give Trossard a 6. I think he was in and out of the game, and then he went ahead and he missed that sitter. So I give Trossard a 6. I give Odegaard a 7. I think he was okay. I give Odegaard a 7. I think he was okay. I give Saka 8. Man of the match performance. You know, man of the match performance. So 8 for me. And I give Gyökeres a 6. I mean, like, he scored, but he really wasn't in the game much. I give him a 6 because he dropped points for me when he wasn't firm enough. He wasn't firm enough when he get that free header and he took that shove and he went down. And he got a true ball from Saliba that he is hesitant to kick past the defender to get back. He wasn't fast enough on his fire. You know, so I give him a 6 for that. Beautiful penalty though. Beautiful penalty. I mean, like, I don't even think the keeper would have tried to stop that if he could. It's kicked too hard. So, yeah. Yeah. Man, you being generous with your scores, man. Real generous. I don't think the performance was that good for these scores to be so high. It was a managed performance for me. You know what I mean? And it was a performance worthwhile. They needed a performance like that in terms of manage. They didn't have to be all dominant and all. You know what I mean? But they needed that managed performance to settle back themselves in. You know what I mean? I think we're going to see a better performance from at the Crystal Palace game, and we're going to see a better performance for Brighton because they're warming up to go into that Aston Villa game. You know, so I think the performance is going to get better as we go along. I think it's about time. You know what I mean? I do think it's about time. Turbo said, Palace are bringing through a techie 16-year-old Joel Drake Thomas. Wouldn't surprise me if he is already on Arsenal radar. Hey, who knows, man? Who knows? Let's talk about the Crystal Palace game a little bit then. You know what I mean? Let's talk about the Crystal Palace game a little bit. What are the expectations of this Crystal Palace game? Do we go hard? You know what I mean? You know in Jamaica we say go hard or go home. Do we go hard or do we go home? You know what I mean? I personally think it's a game that we should take serious. I think it's a trophy that we can win. You know what I mean? I think it's a trophy that we can win. And after this, then we just have Chelsea to play. And then the final. You know what I mean? I definitely think it's a game that we can win. I think it's a game that we should win. I think it's a competition we can win, I should say. I think Crystal Palace is a game that we should win. Not underestimating Palace. You know what I mean? No. But I'm just not underestimating Arsenal either. You know what I mean? We've been through a rough patch. You know what I mean? We've been through some little hard times. And hopefully those hard times are going behind us now. So we should be able to muscle up, you know what I mean, the courage and the strength to do this. You know what I mean? We should be able to do this because this season is a season that everybody, even if they don't want to say it, is looking to see Arsenal win a couple of trophies. Not just one. Even if they don't want to say it. I mean, like, we lose a couple of games and everybody playing us down now. Like, you know what I mean? Trying to play us down now. But all we got to do is win a couple more games and the teams that are following us drop a couple more points. And then, as Red Skull said, the things switch all over again. You know what I mean? These fans and the pundits and all of them people, the social media, them change just like the weather, man. You know what I mean? Anything for run for get views. Them change just like the weather. Today Arsenal is the best and tomorrow they're the worst. Because they'll probably draw a game. You know what I mean? If you look at the whole situation, bro, we lost 2 games all season. 2 games all season. Remember just 3 weeks ago, everybody and their ma was praying for Arsenal to drop a point. Not losing, just draw. They just, because Arsenal went on the unbeaten run. And everybody was praying for Arsenal to draw a game so they can drop points. Before that, everybody was praying for Arsenal just to concede a goal. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was praying for Arsenal just to concede a goal. Please, just score against them. Because nobody liked the fact that we was going so much game unbeaten. You know what I mean? Just 3-4 weeks ago. Everybody. You know what I mean? And y'all forget too easily. And that's the thing. Y'all forget who we are. Y'all forget who we are. And y'all need not to forget who we are. But guess what? Just in case y'all forget who we are, which I think y'all does, we're going to remind y'all. We're going to remind y'all. Don't worry. We're going to give y'all a cool reminder of who we are. Be that y'all forget. You know what I mean? Remember, I said it first. We're going back on those unbeaten runs that we were on. We're going back on that clean sheet run that we was on. Remember that. This is not a game. This is no joke. We are going to do the damn thing. We're going to let y'all pray again for us to just concede a goal. We're going to remind you of who we are. Remember, so we just do it, you know. So we just are going to do it again. And this time we're going to sustain it. Yeah, man, this time we're going to sustain it. We're going to make it different. We're going to make you understand. All who no love coming at the thing about battle. Battle this, battle that. We have to remind you. Cool reminder. You get messy? Yeah, man. We're going to go on a cool reminder who we are. Wanna remember good now, man? Remember good now, man? Remember good now, man? 3 weeks ago, I beg for a goal score against we. Remember good now, man? David Raya, I read newspaper in the goal because him not nothing for do. Remember good now, man? Yeah, man. Remember good, man. But don't worry. We get him back. We get him back. I think I'm going to try to start do a recap of the week's game. Because a whole heap of game I play now. You know what I mean? So we can go through the game like Panadia, weeks, go through, you know, and all of that. So, yeah. But, yeah, so we're going into the holiday, the Christmas holiday. Not worried about much. Still worried, but just not worried about much because Arsenal have done the business. You know what I mean? And everybody knows they're going to Everton at the new stadium. Never easy. I never want easy task for we do. You know what I mean? But we do it anyway. You know what I mean? Going up against David Moyes, where Arteta have whole heap of respect for. You know what I mean? I don't know if he has an advantage because he was a captain underneath David Moyes. You know what I mean? So he probably know how David Moyes play. Who knows? Probably. Palace, we should win 2-0. Well, we're playing at home. I'm really expecting us to win that game. We're playing at home. Who do you think will be our scorer? You know what I mean? I think Eze scoring again. Yeah, I think Eze scoring again. I think it's going to be a 3-0 game, though. As I said, I'm starting back that clean sheet run. Yeah, I'm going hard at that clean sheet again. We need to start that clean sheet run again. We need to become fearful again. We need to be fearless again. You know, these are some of the things where we need to add up. We need to remind persons that the Emirates is our home. And you don't come in our house and come score. You don't come in our house and come make too much noise. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we need to get back that together. We need to get back that. We need to keep on finding a way to bring Victor Gyökeres into this game. And we need to keep on finding a way to find. We need to find out how we can play to Victor Gyökeres' strength. Even though it's vice versa. You know what I mean? He need to find a way how to play to Arsenal's strength. Because they can't change a whole team for one man. You know? I don't see that. So I think we need to meet each other halfway. You know? We need to meet each other halfway. What separates us from the rest of the teams is that we play different. We really don't play with a striker. We always have a false nine. We haven't had an out-and-out striker since Aubameyang. You know what I mean? And even him I didn't think was a full out-and-out striker. Yeah, so I'm saying it wasn't really, never really on the last man. Like, you know what I mean? I think he was a roaming striker. So, you know what I mean? That's what separates us from the rest of the team. We are a team that plays how we play. You know what I mean? We play with midfielders. We want the ball. We always want the ball. That's why we use a false nine system so well. So we need to find a way to play with Victor Gyökeres because honestly, I need the guy to win, man. I need him to succeed. Honestly, I do. Gunners are fearful, said Ant. Turbo said 2-1 Palace. Ain't no way we ain't turning up for that game after what happened Saturday. Terrible. I know he's a Palace fan, right? But guess what? Ain't no way Arsenal not turning up for that game. That's what you should say. You get me? So let's see. Let's see. I need to check on some news to see if. Let me check on this news to see if I can see if I can see a Gabby in training. Be nice if I see Gabby in training, eh? Let me check on the news. Alright, so no Gabriel. Yeah, I'm not seeing no Gabriel in training nowhere. Even if he was there, you know they're gonna hide him, right? Yeah, that's what they do. They're gonna hide him, of course. Why would they show him up? Knowing that they don't want Arteta do this press conference like it's a secret, man. You know what I mean? It's a secret, like him just wanna hide everything. People can't even get no good news to bring out. We have to be speculating. We can't even concretely come and say, yo, Arteta said this. Or Arteta said that. Always a big secret. Always a hide something. You know? I need to find Eze House to keep him up all night before the game. Yo, the last time against Tottenham, Eze said he prayed for a hat-trick. And he scored a hat-trick. I need to call him and let him know if he pray for 5 goals. Because when you ask God for something, God will give you. You know what I mean? But you only pray for 3 goals and God give you 3 goals. No, man, just ask him this time. If he just make him just score a whole heap of goal. Has him see fit. He might see it fit for score 6. But nobody limit yourself to ask him for 3 goals this time, Eze. Ask him. So, Father God, you know me love Palace. And it's not my intention to purposefully hurt them. But more I score 5. You know them kind of vibes, eh? Yeah, man. But Eze gonna sing Palace again, man. Eze gonna sing Palace again, my bro. I'm sorry. It is what it is. You know? But we have to book that date there with Chelsea. Spurs are not on Palace level right now. Damn, bro. Them disrespect. You disrespecting Spurs like that? Spurs are part of the Big 6, you know. Disrespect. The disrespect is real. Spurs. The disrespect is real. Man says Spurs is not on Palace level. Crystal Palace. Can you imagine that? Football in England is nice, man. When they can have a team like Crystal Palace and disrespect Spurs. Because guess what? Them have the stats to prove it. That's the whole thing about it now. Them have the stats to prove. So, yo, them big and them bad because a whole heap of giant and take down the season. Yo, Crystal Palace take down Liverpool almost 3 times already, you know. Y'all not go out with themselves still. Y'all baby, y'all misbehaving. Y'all going on with yourself, man. No lie. No lie. At least 3 times already y'all take down Liverpool. You know what I mean? That's something. That's something special. But y'all also lose some games that y'all shouldn't lose. You know what I mean? Y'all started playing inconsistent. You get me? Yeah, y'all started to lose form. I think y'all playing too much games and y'all don't have the team to manage it. So I think that's what's on. I think that's what's happening. I mean, y'all don't have the team to manage all these games that y'all playing. Because y'all got beaten in the Europa League as well, right? Yeah, y'all got beaten in the Europa League as well. Palace fans don't expect much, but when it happens, it get emotional. Well, that's understandable. Y'all don't expect much because, I mean, like, Palace is an okay team. Palace is not really a huge team. So when y'all go above and beyond expectation, of course, y'all fans going to be awesome. Like that FA Cup win. You know what I mean? And because of that FA Cup win, y'all part ways with Eze gracefully. You know what I mean? Because y'all appreciated what he did. You know? And yeah, big up Crystal Palace, man. Big up Crystal Palace. You know? One of the few London teams I'm like, I really have nothing against Crystal Palace. Only Spurs and Chelsea really out of London, I like. Spurs and Chelsea. Them two teams there, fire. Fire. You understand me? Spurs and Chelsea. Every other London team, them know them place. You know what I mean? Every other London team know their place and they know who a London done. Because we are the London done. You know what I mean? Everybody know that. But Spurs and Chelsea need discipline. So we have to do that. Yeah. Also, we have the most loyal fans, hands down, facts, undeniable. You think y'all have more loyal fans than Arsenal? Think about it. We're used to winning trophies, and we haven't won none in 21 years. It would be easy for people to switch. We have fans that supporting this team that never see us really win trophies. You know? The love is real, man. The love is real. It ain't no joke. So, yeah. But Crystal Palace have some, as I said, Crystal Palace have some loyal players and fans over the years, and y'all have been really good. We far more fans than Chelsea and Tottenham combined. Yeah, we do. We probably have one of the biggest fan base in the world of football. You know what I mean? I don't even know. Manchester United have a huge fan base, and I'm not even sure if they top us. You know what I mean? I'm not even sure if they top us. But we have a huge... Our Africa fan base is mad, bro. Mad. You know? America fan base is mad. You know what I mean? We have crazy fan base, man. Trust me, all over the world. You know? That's what I'm saying. Remember some of these teams, you know, Matty, some of these teams are only really, really known like that in England. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Zylox said, Hala Madrid. Yeah, man, big up Real Madrid, Arsenal goons. Real Madrid is Arsenal goons, you know. Yeah, we beat them all the time. All the time. RB said Man United definitely top Arsenal. No question. I don't know about that, RBC. I think, as I said, the two biggest fan base is Manchester United and Arsenal. But Man United might top Arsenal though. But not definitely. It's just a might situation. It's a give and take situation. But Manchester United have a huge fan base. That I know for sure. You know what I mean? Ain't no going around Manchester United fan base. You get me? So I'm not even going to sit here and talk rubbish and behave like, no. Yeah, Manchester United have a huge fan base. You get me? RB put money on it. Turbo on a bet. Cholo in the building. Cholo said, big up, man. Big up, audience. Big up, Cholo, everybody. Chelsea fan in the building. Dieted. RB said, it's not Arsenal, it's Real Madrid and Man United. Every corner of the globe. Every corner of the globe, you have Arsenal fans, though. So I don't know what you're talking about. Every corner of the globe, you have Arsenal fans. Everywhere you turn. You know what I mean? And them loud too. Even though them know we know. Can you imagine that? Them loud. You know when they're gonna say Arsenal fan, crowd fan, underneath the rocks and all of that? Wait until we win the league. All of them shirts I go resurrect. All of them shirts where they put up and hide and you know what I mean? What you call it? Them put where they hide because of them frustration. All of them are gonna get back resurrection. Just wait, I'm gonna raise the dead with them shirt there. Just watch what gonna happen, man. Yeah, but remember me they telling you. Remember me they telling you. It gonna be wild. Make sure someone ready for this. Arsenal jersey mostly. You think a joke. You're talking about sales. I think Arsenal have the biggest fan base in the world though. I'm not even gonna lie. And you can check it with a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? You can check it with ticket sales. You can check it with the price of the tickets. You can check it with jersey sales. You know what I mean? All sort of something. All sort of something. You know what I mean? Your Red Scholar say Arsenal sell the most jersey. You know what I mean? A fan base to that. A fan base to that. I don't know joke thing. No, I don't know joke thing. It's not a game. I mean, we'll play football, we don't play a game. No, brother. Hey, did you all see the big fight over in the French league? Who was them again? I was just seeing it now. A huge fight with the fans and the player. With Marseille. Who was Marseille and which team? It was Marseille and another team. Huge fight. Huge. I mean, like, let me see if I can type it up. Shula said United and the Gunners' success in the 90s and early 2000s really made them global giants. FIFA boy said, I feel like Arteta is trying to replicate the dynamism of the PSG midfield in our midfield. Like Odegaard, Zubi, and Rice all rotating between the 6, 8, and 10. I kind of like how he's doing that though. You know what I mean? All three of them can play the position. So I kind of like that method, to be honest with you. Mark in the building. Not out of the woods yet. Morning, how you doing? Mark, welcome back to the chat, man. We missed you here. We haven't seen you in a second. I mean, like, you passed through the other day and stuff. You finished moving? Let me know if you finished moving, Mark. Still a lot of stuff need to move, said Mark. All right, man. Take your time and move your stuff. FIFA boy said Eze may be more lethal than Odegaard, but I still think Odegaard fits the system much better. I want to see Eze and Jesus link up though. Two proper street ballers. FIFA boy is an Arsenal fan, right? Marcel not yet will be settling after the first. Alright, Mark. Hurry up, man. Hurry up. We miss you. We miss you, Mr. Liverpool, man. Talking crap to us all the time. Alright, big up yourself, FIFA boy. Thank you. Thank you for being here. You subscribe to the channel as well, right? I agree with what FIFA boy said about Eze and Odegaard. You know what I mean? Eze is more lethal. You know what I mean? And I think the system was built for Odegaard. That's the difference with the situation. This system now was built around Odegaard. You know what I mean? So that's why Odegaard plays this system so well. It's his style of play. That's how he plays. If you notice, he go deep for the ball and he come forward. So that's the reason why Arteta bought two other midfields that can defend and also attack and rotate them. So all three of them can play the 6, and all three of them can play the 10, and all three can play the 8. You know what I mean? And I think that's brilliant. You know, I think that's brilliant. That's why I use them so often. That's the reason why Eze find it so hard to get into that team, because he cannot play that system as well as they can. You know what I mean? He cannot play that system as well as they can. So, you know, cheers, mate. Sub now. Appreciate it, FIFA. Appreciate it, man. Why are we forgetting about Saka? Don't make him the next Salah. No, man, we ain't forgetting about Saka. We're just talking about that midfield. We ain't talking about the wingers. We're just talking about the midfield itself. You know, Saka is a star, man. That's a star boy, you know. He ain't named star boy because that's a star boy we're talking about, bro. I agree, man. Odegaard is a tempo setter. Mainly, I would like to see Eze on the left more, though. This is what I would like to see. I would like to see Eze in the system instead of Zubimendi. So, I would like to see Rice drop in that 6, Eze in that 8, Odegaard in that 10. But I would like Eze to learn the system so they can do the rotation. He's not going to do that system unless Eze learn it to do the rotation with the 3. You know, so that's where I think we really have Eze lacking. So I think he's learning the system. I promise you. You know, as soon as he learns the system, then we're going to see a better rotation of Eze in that field. You know what I mean? So we're going to have 4 players that learns how to do that system best. I think that's one of the reasons why Ethan cannot get into the side, because Ethan doesn't that system. Ethan don't know how to play that system. I think it's a fantastic system, and I think that's why he's teaching everybody. I think that's why those 3 always play together. If you look at what's his name, Marino also can play that system. That's the reason why they use Marino when one of those are not available, because of the system that they're playing. You know, Marino can play either the 8, the 10, or the 6. So, yeah. I'm playing Arc Raiders while listening to chat. Big up Matty, man. Big up Matty. What's good, Cholo? Matty, I'm sorry. Was Odegaard not our best player of the season in 2023, 22-23, and 23-24? It's literally his system. LOL. Man has one of system and everyone is on his case. Yeah, it's literally his system. But the thing about it, why everyone is on his case now, that's why, you see, that's the thing, FIFA boy. That's why everyone is on his case. Because it's literally his system, and he has not been playing it good for the past 2 seasons. You know, he's in and out with injuries, and he's fall off of how he used to play. So it's his system, but he has fall off a bit. And that's the reason why persons are on his case, because we know what we need to get from him. The standard that he set when this system just started was high. So you can't put us here and then giving us this and expect that we're going to be comfortable with that. That's where the problem is with Odegaard. He needs to get up back to this level that he had us, eating out of the palm of his hands. You know what I mean? When we had him as high as Saka, he needs to get back there. It's his system, remember. This system was built for him. You get me? Yeah. What I think is a disgrace is Nani not getting another minute after the Bruges game. I think Nani gonna play Tuesday, man. It's not. It's. I don't think it's a disgrace. The thing about Nani, if you look into the whole situation, man, Saka maturity is always going to give him the favorable result over Nani. I mean, like Nani had a good, fantastic performance at the Bruges game. You know what I mean? But Nani performances are still inconsistent. I would have loved to see him come on. I'm not gonna lie. Nani cannot play on the left. He doesn't play well on the left at all. And that's the honest truth. He does not play well on the left. So putting him over there is like waste of time. You know? It's like waste of time. The only thing I can see, Saka can play on the left. So probably sometime when they put on Nani, they can move Saka over to the left and make Nani stay on the right. Because it's very devastating on the right. You know, and Saka can play pretty much anywhere across the field. You know, so that's one of the things. I wanted him to come on in that game because that game was crying for somebody like him that will break down that low block that Everton was giving. You know, and that wasn't the case. That wasn't the case. I don't know why. But I'm almost guaranteed that he's probably going to start on Tuesday. You know, I almost guarantee. Well, we're hoping. I want to see Nani. Nani's my striker, but Nani's my baller. Nani's my ball. I think he's gonna be one of the best baller, one of the best by Arsenal made. Trust me, Nani gonna be a beast. Yes, I. Mark said, "What are your thoughts on City and Villa within striking distance now, bro?" Good that you mentioned that because I was wondering if nobody was going to talk about that sleeping giant. If nobody was going to talk about that elephant in the room, and the elephant in the room is not Arsenal. You know what I mean? That's the thing about it. That elephant in the room is not Arsenal. They woke in the sleeping giant, which is Manchester City, and they're loose, and they're itching down everything in their way. But the elephant in the room, which is Aston Villa, bro. What a friggin' fantastic season Aston Villa having, bro. This is 10 games unbeaten. This is 10 wins in a row for Aston Villa, you know. 10 wins in a row. What a fantastic season Aston Villa is having. 10 wins in a row. To make that even better, it's 16 wins from 18 games. 16 wins from 18 games. This Aston Villa, this Unai Emery is not playing, bro. Rodgers is on fire. Rodgers scored 6 goals in 4 games, I think. Or 6 goals in 3 games, something like that. Fire, bro. City is doing what City do. We know what City does. You know what I mean? We know Pep don't run sprint. Pep run marathon. This is a time when Pep starts stepping up. You know what I mean? He's done it time and time and time again. But this Aston Villa team? Wow. Talking about finding a way to win. Talking about finding a way to win. This Aston Villa team is doing their thing, man. They're doing their thing. Promise you. Yeah, man. Can't go around them. Red Skull said the problem with Mourinho is because he's slow. Yeah, slow. But if Mourinho had a little speed, bro, trust me. Trust me. Why doesn't Arteta just permanently play Mourinho as a false nine where he most impactful. I don't think permanently playing him there is not going to get a lot of game with the strikers coming back. You know what I mean? So, and the thing about Moreno is this. Don't misunderstand what I'm going to say, guys. But I'm saying it to make a point. Moreno is like a Haaland, not in terms of statue, just in terms of product. Moreno is like a Haaland, which they'll not be in the game. They'll not impact the game at all. But they get a chance and they take it. You understand me? That's Moreno. He'll be there and about and around and not there at all. And he gets one chance and he takes it. It's like you have a natural instinct for goal. That's what's going on with Moreno. I don't want this chat getter from me, so yeah. Truly said Nani Garnacho. Just wait and see. Nani's better than Garnacho, man. They deserve it. That shows you how good Emery is as coach. He's a fantastic coach, man. I'm telling you, the only person I fear that I was going to lose against this season was Unai Emery. You know what I mean? I was fearful. No lie. Fearful. I may come here and I put on a brave face and say, yeah, we're going to win. But I was fearful. Unai Emery done it time and time and time again. Yeah. He just bad like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Unai Emery just good like that, man. Fearful, man. Beating a strong United and Arsenal means fire. Who's going to beat? Strong United. United don't have a strong team right now, though. Beat a strong Arsenal team, but United still trying to exist. If they didn't have a slow start, they would have been on the top now. Liverpool also playing as a team again, creeping up the champions spot. I ain't gonna lie, you have to try to creep Liverpool in big people conversation. Huh? You always try to creep your Liverpool in grown-up conversation. Hey, what happened to your baller today? Is his foot broken? Yeah, I think they say Isak foot is broken. So he's gonna be out for a while. Yeah. Haaland and Mbappe are definitely runners for the golden ball. They always have been. Yeah, Villa are looking insane this season, but I'm still waiting for them drop off due to fatigue. They have to drop off at some point, you know what I mean? I'm looking forward to the Villa game on the 30th. Nah, lie. Don't forget you have to face the Giants, Liverpool. Okay, Mark. We won't forget. We won't forget. Don't forget Liverpool gave you an L. Yeah, I remember. We remember. Don't worry. I'm looking forward to that game too. No worries. I'm looking forward to that game too. It's a revenge game, so yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Definitely looking forward to it. There's a lot of games I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to the Inter game as well. Why am I looking forward to the Inter game? Because the Inter game should have been the final. That should have been the final of the Champions League last season. If we didn't lose to PSG. So I'm looking forward to us playing them, to beat them, to say, okay, yes, we would have won the Champions League if we had played them. Who knows? But yeah. Those clowns barely beat a 9-man Spursy. Barely. Like, barely. I'm telling you. Spurs was taking that game to them, man, with 9 man, with 10 man, then 9 man. I mean, like, seems like these teams choose to play better with 10 man this season. You know what I mean? It's like you need to be fearful when a team goes down to 10 man because they're going to play a better ball game. Can you imagine that? It's crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. Bro, honestly, we need left wing to compete with Luis Enriquez. You know, I was hearing something like Arsenal trying to do a business in the summer, in the January transfer market about they might sell Martinelli. In order for we do that kind of business, Resco, we have to sell Martinelli or Trossard. Have to. You know what I mean? Have to. You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind. Right now, Semenyo name is going around like crazy. And Arsenal name is not calling with the player. You know what I mean? And I don't know if it's just a tragedy or what the situation is, but I'm telling you, Arsenal name is not being called with Semenyo. You know what I mean? I don't like it. No, I don't like that at all. You get me? Yeah. I don't like the fact where we name not call. We name if you call with the ball because we need him. You get me where I come from? I mean, the two names that are mostly calling right now with that ball is Manchester United and Manchester City. You know what I mean? It's Berta playing mind games. Well, I hope a mind game I play. I don't mind if I play mind game and get and do what I need to do, you know. As long as him do what I need to do. You know? As long as him do what I need to do. But we need Semenyo because of what he brings. You know what I mean? We need him. That up and down the field, we need that. No joke, we need that. So Berta just need to get it together. Sell what we need to sell. And get the ball in. Just do the thing and get the ball in, Dread. Yeah, man, we need the ball in. Guys, yeah, make sure y'all check out the videos that I'm dropping in, man. I need these videos to start getting some views, you know. So yeah, go into the chat, man. We drop some video, the long ones. You know what I mean? I know y'all watch the shorts, but watch the long ones too. You know what I mean? And when y'all watch it out, man. Put on the watch out on it. Alright? So yeah, remember to go and check out the long videos. I know they're not. I'm getting better at them as well. You know, I'm getting better at them as well. I never used to like do them because I'm too long. I like the excitement of the shorts and all of that. But I'm starting to realize that I have to put some time and effort in them video too. I don't have the time yet to do the videos the proper way in terms of how it's supposed to be done with the background and all of that. But I'm definitely making sure that I put in the effort. The time will come. You know what I mean? Remember, we're still on the 9 to 5. Yeah, we're still on the 9 to 5, so we don't have the time to do this the right and proper way yet, which we're getting there. We're getting there. So, yeah, but y'all go ahead, man, and check out the videos. Leave a comment and a like on them for me when y'all go over there and see them. You know? Liverpool finish smash Inter. Yeah. Liverpool been smashing a lot of teams outside of England. That's the thing. Yeah, smash Real Madrid. And then you went and lose to the second to last team in the league. Yeah, as I'm saying, that just shows the league itself. That's what I try to keep on trying to tell people. This English Premier League, some of these bottom teams would have beaten some of them top teams in them other league all day, You know what I'm saying? All day. Chulu said, I think us destroying PSG 3-0 has made a lot of team brave and delusional. If Arteta and Lewis face each other, Lewis is winning every time. You think so? Why you think so? Why you think so? Let us know. Mark said we don't need the PL. We already own that ish. Mark, come on, man. Already own what? You win that Buck-Ups last season. You know what I mean? You win that Buck-Ups last season. You ain't winning that shit again. Right now, y'all are mounting the worst title defense in the history of title defending. You're the worst title defenders. Worse. You understand me? Worse. So, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, y'all have the Premier League title that y'all don't know how to defend. Y'all can't defend that to save your life. What that about? No, y'all can't defend that for nothing. Arsenal best second spot defenders. Mark, you're just trying to use a decoy to run from the conversation, man. Mark, come on. Y'all have a trophy that I don't even know why y'all get to win it. But guess what? Y'all win it. So we ain't even gonna go there. You know what I mean? But guess what? When the reality hits now and y'all really gonna play for it, defend it, you know what I mean? Y'all find yourself midway down the table. That's the worst defense, man. His statistics are far superior to Arteta's, but for players, I think the Gunners have a better squad. I don't know about far superior. You know what I mean? The word far superior, that's not factual. That's one. Secondly, remember, this coach is a better coach than Arteta. For sure. You know what I mean? He's also way more experienced than Arteta. You get what I'm saying? So there's levels to this thing. Arteta ain't reached this man level yet, bro. You know what I mean? Arteta ain't reached this man level yet. I don't know if that should be the case why you say they're going to win, though. You know? I don't know if that's the case. Get me? Arteta is still learning on the job and he's learning right through. You know what I mean? So, if you have better players and you have a system and tactics that you can use, that means you can win. You get me? That means you can win. So, no worries. Let's watch and see. Especially now with City and a Villa behind. What was Mark saying? Arsenal best second spot defender. Mark, you're just trying to ride on other people's success. Why you don't ride on Liverpool's success? You know what I mean? You're riding on other people's success. Come on, man. What about your own team? Your team can't make you happy? Your team can't make you talk about them? You riding on other team's success. Oh, City, oh, Villa. Where are you? We are fifth, bro. With what? 12 points behind? Come on, Mark, man. Come on. Ride on your success, man. You can't ride on other team's success, man. All right? How about that? Defend yourself. It's like you're saying, Arsenal is big and bad. Arsenal is big and bad. Man City, defend us. Aston Villa, defend us. Really? Don't do that, man. Don't do that. Defend yourself, bro. Defend yourself. Because y'all look shaky as, I don't know. Y'all look shaky like some trees with some little slim branches. That's how shaky y'all look. You know what I mean? Y'all look like y'all going, like, y'all look like if a good team come and goes, y'all just faint over. You know what I mean? Y'all don't look good this season, man. Y'all know that. Y'all scrambling for your lives in the top, to finish in the top spot. Let me see how close. Let me see how close the teams are from you. You're talking about fifth, and I bet your next team is about a point behind you or something like that. Let me see this standing, bro. So you say Liverpool is at fifth. Okay, that's a factual statement. Now look at that. Liverpool is at fifth on 29 points. Then you have Sunderland on 27 points. Man United and Crystal Palace at 26 points. 24 points Brighton and 24 points Everton. Bro, between you and oh Lord, this is close as shit. It's 9 points between you and 15th place. 9 points. 9 points. It is 3 points between you and 8th place. It's 5 points between you and 10th place. What you smoking, man? Truly said, Louis won't make the same mistake he made with the Club World Cup, and I really think if we face PSG in the UEFA Champions League, we will lose 4-0. Yeah, Arteta ain't gonna make that same mistake either. Trust me. Remember that. He learns as he go. Mark said, only people crumbling is Arsenal. Now we are coming steady. Talk about Pep and Emery. How far behind? We don't care how far behind as long as they're behind. That's where they're behind. Where they need to be. Behind. Where are you? Right now, where are you, Mark? We can't even see you. We can't even see you. You so far down, bro? You so far down. I'm not avoiding the fact that I'm 2 points ahead, man. I'm highlighting the fact that I'm 2 points ahead. Why y'all behaving like I need to worry about me being 2 points ahead? I don't need to worry about being 2 points ahead. I'm ahead. I'm not denying the fact that I'm 2 points ahead. I'm highlighting the fact that I am 2 points ahead. It's a difference. You choose to look at the glass half empty. I choose to look at the glass half full. You understand? Yeah. I'm acknowledging the fact that I'm 2 points ahead, not denying the fact that I'm I'm 2 points ahead. They're scared. Oh, I see. That's what's up. Mark, you need to worry about relegation soon. That's what you need to do. Because these teams that are 3 points and 2 points behind you, you're gonna see. You're probably gonna be the first team in the history to win the league and get relegated. That's what you need to worry about. Relegation. You ain't far from that relegation battle. That's what you need to know. You're all ain't far from that, so relax. Don't talk too loud, okay? Don't talk too loud, remember. We denying the fact that we're 2 points behind. No, bro, we acknowledge the fact that we're 2 points ahead, not denying. Mark, the team that is 17 is 7 points behind you. That's 2 games. You're gonna lose to Arsenal, so that's 1. Let me check who else you're gonna play. See that? Fulham played 16 games. Fulham played Nottingham Forest. Fulham go 23. You gonna be crazy? Fulham gonna win that game. Hold on, Forest just beat Crystal Palace, right? How was that Leeds? Mark, that sounds like you're the delusional one, Mark. I ain't gonna lie, Mark. That sounds like you are the delusional one. Lose to Arsenal? That's what you just said to me? Really? Mark, you've been losing to all of the bottom teams in the league. What are you talking about? Everybody in this league been beating you, Mark. All the bottom teams beat you already. What are you talking about? What are you smoking, man? Aren't you supposed to be working? You're smoking and working? Mark, you smoking and working? You better cherish that win, because you ain't gonna see it no more. You ain't gonna see it again. So don't worry. Don't worry, my friend. Don't worry. Come on and try it, Mark. Don't worry, Mark. You're gonna have to you're gonna have to prove it soon. January 8th. Mark your calendar. Watch along. Right here on Riley's World. Alright? Watch along right here on Riley's World. Mark, I don't bet, man. You know that. And if I was a betting man, I would have bet you. I don't bet. If I was a betting man, I would have bet you, Mark, because Liverpool cannot beat Arsenal. But I'm not a betting man. You get me? Yeah. From champions to relegation battle in less than a year. I'm telling you, this team trying to make history, bro. This team trying to make history. Ah, Mark, that's just you talking to yourself. Or you typing to read your comment. Poor Liverpool. Slot has been exposed. I don't know what's Mark. No, Slot is no good. Mark, Slot is no good. Y'all gonna get battered this season, bro. Y'all need to worry about the relegation battle y'all so in. You know what I mean? That's what y'all need to worry about, because y'all ain't far from the bottom. Y'all halfway to the top and halfway to the bottom. So you either near here nor there. I remember you guys are the champs. Remember you guys are the champions. Are you halfway to the bottom as you are to the top? Imagine that. All they got, Matty, is second. All they got. He's fighting a relegation battle and still talking about second. And Slot getting fired before that. Slot gonna get fired. Slot gonna get fired before the season end, Matty. Mark my word. Mark my word. Because everybody knows that they can beat him. So you just watch. You just watch. See y'all losing Salah. Y'all lose Isak. Bro. Y'all going down because y'all not playing good, bro. Y'all playing crap. Anything you say, Mark, you can just keep on running with that second situation all you want while you're fighting relegation. Keep on running with that while you're fighting relegation, man. No worries. Second. The talking point, second. While you're fighting relegation, we'll be fine. Guys, remember, please go check out the videos. We're going to start doing a lot more videos. We need to get them up and running. Up and running. Fine in second. Don't know what you're talking about, Mark. Don't know what I mean. Sorry. Cholo say, yeah, but there need to be repercussions when the Gunners end up where they belong. Deuce at the end of the season. Hey, I'm disappointed in you guys, you know. You know why? Because if we end up second, y'all ain't the one that end up first. But yet still y'all. How can you guys be finishing below us all the time and still be talking like that? That's embarrassing, man. Huh? You guys keep on finishing below us and keep on talking the way you talk. Damn. Then what if you guys was finishing first? What if you guys was actually coming a placement? Man, I couldn't talk to you. I couldn't talk to y'all. Nah. For the persons in the chat that haven't liked the chat yet, go ahead and do the thing, man. Do the thing, man. Do the thing. We already do most of the contents and all of that. So right now we're just having fun with relegation Liverpool and the feeder club Chelsea. Because that's what they do. They buy players to sell. Right now they're gonna lose their coach. They have to sell him too. Manchester City coming for them. Imagine what kind of club Chelsea has become. That Manchester City can announce way before Pep even decide that he's gonna retire. That when Pep leave, we're coming for them coach. We're coming for the Chelsea coach when Pep leave. Just like that. Cold. What kind of club has Chelsea become, man? Huh? They gonna buy the coach. They gonna buy that little 17-year-old Brazilian. Even Reece James probably gonna have to leave. Hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Chelsea is not a big club anyway. You know what I mean? Chelsea is not a big club anyway. Chelsea just been a big club for the past 15 years. And they lost that about 5 years ago. So, ever since that billionaire came and gone, that was Chelsea. Come and gone. You know what I mean? Liverpool going back into dinosaur days like they were. You know what I mean? They were a big club once, and then they become ordinary. You know what I mean? They become a big club again the other day, and they're going back to ordinary status. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. How many Champions League does the Gunners have? We don't have none. We're winning our first one this season. We're winning our first one this season, Mark. Don't worry yourself, youth. This season not the thing. Mark, you have to come with new arguments, man. I'm coming with different arguments all the time. I'm here. You can't be running out of ideas and just saying the same thing over and over. No Champions League, no this, no that. Come on, man. Cope and some more cope. Address the 2 points dilemma at the Emirates. We're leading. We don't need to address anything. We're leading. Y'all need to catch up. Yeah, I mean, we're leading, bro. We're leading. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to start searching for a coach. Y'all need to start searching for a coach. That's what y'all need to do. Y'all need to start searching for a coach. And send your recruitment team out to go search for players. So you can buy and sell. How about that? How about that? Mark, your team is running thin, you know. Thin, thin, thin. Gunners have giants behind them. They're all afraid now. We're not afraid of nobody, Mark. Right now, I want World Chelsea and Aston Villa. We're not afraid of nobody. None. Yeah, man, you need to be. You're gonna be happy with slot in the championship too. We're not afraid of nobody, bro. This is the Gunners we're talking about. We bust cannon. Cannon. It's no joke. Played pathetic against Everton. You mean that same Everton that we get 3 points from? Don't think we never watch the game. Yeah, y'all can watch all the games y'all want. It is fine. 3 points is what we went to Everton for. That was an away game. And we went away for 3 points and we came back with 3 points. Sitting top of the table. Going into Christmas. Mark, look at you and look at me. I'm not bitter. I'm happy for Christmas. You mad? Because you way down there. Mark, you way down there, man. You way down there. You need reservation to talk to us at the top, Mark. You need to ask permission from Crystal Palace, Sunderland. Well, actually, it's just Chelsea, Aston Villa, Man City. Yeah. I'm looking forward to the new year too, bro. Definitely looking forward to it. Definitely. We're gonna silence y'all once and for all. Say, no, you are not. You are barely banging on for dear life. Again, I say one draw, not a lose, a draw. Then, boom, here comes Cholo. Cholo. You're messing with Cholo, man. You're messing with Cholo, man. We're good. We're good. We're sitting at the top of the table. We're all right. We're all right. All right? Start your coach search. Start search for your coach. Okay, Cholo? Start searching for a coach. Because Manchester City coming for the one that you got. Okay? You think Pep gonna teach these people and then don't choose him one? He can't choose Arteta. Arteta is an Arsenal fan. And Arsenal a big club. No club can't come and Arsenal can come out them and take coach. Arsenal a big club. Ain't like that little club over when him Chelsea. Arsenal a big club, man. Yeah, you are Matty Afesa now. I'm fair person when it comes to football. Arsenal in trouble and they know it. Matty, you're not fair none at all when it comes to football. You're biased bad. When it comes to football, you're biased. You understand me? If you don't see and realize say Arsenal good right now, Matty, something wrong with you. Because Arsenal players are coming back. When our players were out and down, we weren't worried. And now our players are coming back. We need to be worried. Not Matty. Matty. You know, Matty, I probably wonder why you're not in the chat. That's why I'm calling your name. You know. I'm probably wondering why you're not in the chat, Matty. That's why I'm calling your name. I mean, Mark. Mark. Matty, you have me taking on these people. You're normal in the chat doing this defending. You the one normal defending thing, you know, Matty. But anyway, Mark, if you don't realize that Arsenal players are coming back, you're delusional. Arsenal players are coming back in full force. You know what I'm saying? We were injured, we were beaten, we were battered, we were playing for, when we were playing for our lives, we were still winning. When we were playing for our lives, when we got to be playing the same 11, and they were tired and rough, rattled and all of that, they were still winning. We have players coming back now, Mark. No, we're not scared. When we were supposed to be scared, we weren't, and we're still winning. We're gonna be scared now? We? Now? Against who? Liverpool? The Premier League beating stick? Liverpool is the Premier League beating stick, you know. You know that, right? You and Tottenham. So don't come tell me that you beat Tottenham. Because Tottenham is the Premier League beating stick too. You know what I mean? Liverpool is the Premier League beating stick, man. Slap gonna take y'all in a relegation battle, bro. They're already battling. That's why he has so much talk. For the persons in the chat that haven't liked the chat yet, go ahead and do the damn thing, man. Do the damn thing. We're out of here in the next 3 minutes or so. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Truly is back. Let me hear what my officer now. There is no need to search. He's secure at the bridge. The better question is why didn't consider Arteta. Maybe is because they don't want a serial battle job. The reason why I didn't consider Arteta is Arteta don't want the Manchester City job. Arteta would never leave Arsenal to go to Manchester City. Pep told you this. Pep said when he was there as the assistant manager, every team that they played and win, Arteta celebrate like it's a party. But whenever they play Arsenal, he just sit down like this. He said when he turn around to give him high five, he just sit down like this. He said that's when he know this guy like Arsenal. That's when he know this guy like Arsenal. So for Manchester City to try to get Arsenal, that's a waste of time. To Arteta, that's a waste of time. You know what I mean? That's a waste of time. Love you too, Mark. Love you too, man. Thank you for turning up today. You know what I mean? We have a debate like this in a second. We have a debate like this in a second. I know even when you get relegated, you're going to still be here, Mark. You know what I mean? So guess what? It's all love, bro. You know this. Come on. You know what I mean? Chulo, remember the first conversation that we had when I told you Mark soon come in the chat? Mark, moderator. Mark, Liverpool fan. You see, I wasn't lying. You see, I told you this was a fair channel. Remember we told you this was a fair channel? It's a fair channel, man. We love football, man. We love football. You get me? We love football. That's why you have people like Mark as a moderator. Here, he debate. You realize he doesn't back Arsenal, not even 1%. Mark don't back Arsenal and nothing. But he's a moderator of the channel. Because what? This channel is about football, Chulo. Remember I did tell you, right? Type in the chat and let me know if you remember. I did tell you. This is what we're about. You get me? This is what we're about, man. We're about the beauty of the game. Pep to Arsenal, then I back you all the way. No, man, we good, man. We need to stay over Liverpool, man. Pep ain't coming to Arsenal. Nah. Pep ain't coming to Arsenal. It's all good. But I was just reminding Chula about something. Be honest, if Arteta battle it at the end of the season, what is the next move for the Gunners fan base? Bro, if we don't win anything at the end of the season, it's going to be a devastating. You know what I mean? Everybody going to be calling for his head. You know what I mean? You know we stay as a fan base. We're passionate and we're emotional. You get me? So, everybody going to be calling for his head. Is he going to get fired? I don't think so. You know what I mean? But everybody's going to want his head. Arteta is the fourth best coach in the world right now, bro. Fourth best coach in the world right now. Stats shows. He has a trophy at his home to show that. So don't feel like it's going to be... If Arteta loses Arsenal job today, even Chelsea going to be knocking on his door. So it's not a joke thing, man. Liverpool, Slot definitely going to get fired. If Arteta loses his job today, Slot in trouble. For sure, Slot in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Mariska, they're going to just tell him to leave early. You know, but to be honest though, big man thing, fun and joke aside, it's not a situation where we can afford not to win a trophy. You know what I mean? No. We can't afford that. Arteta need a trophy. He has to do it. He has to do the damn thing. You know what I mean? No joke. Mark said Pep will take everything with Arsenal team. Not only Pep alone, the PSG coach too. The PSG coach have this Arsenal team, bro. Everything. Everything. Chula say, yeah, I remember big man. Yeah, man, I told him Mark will come in the chat. I tell you, man, we're a different channel, man. We're different. We like the fan base of everybody. You know? Everybody. Start will get the sack before any other big six manager. Is it that Imar Amran? You're gonna be neck and neck with Imar Amran. You know what I mean? Neck and neck. I promise you. Yeah. Tomorrow is Monday. Guys, we're doing a watch along tomorrow. Watch along tomorrow. Yeah, man, definitely. We're doing a watch along tomorrow. So make sure y'all ready. We're doing that Fulham game tomorrow. All right. And I think there's an African Cup going on as well. So we might peep on that as well. There's an African Cup going on. Arteta is Pep Prodigy. Yeah, he is. Of course, he's the one that teaching the game. You know what I mean? But you know the thing go. Prodigy is always going to have their own ideas and so forth. So you're going to learn the ideas from the teacher and then implement your own ideas. So one day, don't worry. Pep to Spurs, it would be insane and very interesting. Spurs got to... The thing about... What people don't understand with Pep is this. Pep only going to go to rich clubs, bro. You have to have money to spend for Pep to come to you. Because Pep going to want the best players. That's how he maintains his form. Pep ain't gonna buy no regular football and turn them into stars like these other coach have to do. No, that's not Pep thing. Pep gonna choose the best ballers all over the world for the best positions that he wants in order to get the perfect team. So it's not a situation where he would go to a Spurs or anything like that. They have to have money to buy him the players that he wants. He has a reputation and he's not gonna fall. You know what I mean? Pep is not a Jose Mourinho. You know what I mean? That standards get so low right now. I got to dig at Jose Mourinho. I'm not a fan. Yeah. Yeah, South Africa versus Angola going to be a thriller. I don't know what... I'm going to do the ones that play the same time with Fulham. That one I'm going to do. So I'm going to do that one and the Fulham one. All right, so y'all stay tuned and make sure y'all join the thing, man. South Africa win. Did South Africa play already, Mark? South Africa didn't play it, right? Yeah, but these games are playing. These games are playing in the morning, man. So I can't do no watch along. I can't do a lot of watch along with them. They're playing when I'm at work. That's my problem right there. They're playing when I'm at work, so I won't be able to do a lot with it. Okay, we won last game. Okay, I'm interested to see how this Congo team play because Jamaica gonna play the Congo for the World Cup when if they beat the first team that they're supposed to play in the playoff, they're gonna play the Congo. So I'm interested to see how this Congo team play. For real. Guys, it was a very eventful, very eventful stream. You know what I mean? Love every bit of it. Love every bit of it. As I said, we're going to be back again tomorrow for some watch along. And we can chill and talk again like we always do, like we do every day. You know, so On behalf of the Riley's World team, guys, we appreciate y'all so much. Big up everybody in the chat, man. Big up the community. Big up every time. Cholo. Mark, Cholo joined the community last stream. You know what I mean? After some heated debate. Him and Matty. You understand me, I say? And some heated debate. He's now a part of the family, man. You know what I mean? So welcome Cholo to the family. You know what I mean? Big up, big up. Don't underestimate Angola. They are a very physical and a fast wingers. Hey, we're going to take them in, man. We're going to take them in. Big up Matty. He might play a game, but in the background same way, you know? He's in the background same way. You know what I mean? And Mark coming back. I think he's not finalized his move yet, but he's getting there. So after the first, we should have Mark back in the chat full 100. Right, Mark? After the first, we should have you back in the chat full 100, right? And Cholo is always here with us since the day that he met us. You know what I mean? Stick around, Cholo, man. We want you to be a part of the family. So let's keep on sticking around with us. All right, Cholo? We appreciate the love and we appreciate the strength. We love the debate. You know, love the debate and we love the fact that you love your team and you keep on pushing your team. Matty said, background, get to them, watch our up. All right, man, that is it. That is it. But wrapping up for the day, or should I say for the night. That's where we call a quits for tonight, guys. As I said, thanks to everybody in the chat for being here. You know what I mean? One love every time. We'll do it again tomorrow. We'll do it again tomorrow while we watch some games this time. So, until tomorrow, my people. One love and big up. Every single time. Big up on a damn self. I know the thing go. Soon in the morning. Well, actually, in the afternoon. Big up on yourself, man. Respect.